People, welcome back to the Marco Martinez Show. How's everyone doing? Good. Well, that's pretty good. No, glad everyone's having a great morning, great day, nice start to it. I just got something in my head that I just wanted to talk about. First, I love you all. But second, have you ever, just think about it, your age. Think about your age. I know this is going to be weird, but just think about it. Have you ever questioned it at all? Whether you're 22, 35, 45, 18, 15, just your age in general. Have you ever questioned it at all? And by questioning it, I'm talking about more so the people around you. And I'm not saying, being judgmental, like, this person is 35, but they act like a child. Like, they act like they're a fucking 5-year-old. I'm not that type of being judgmental. More being observant. And what I mean by that is, again, your age. Like me, I'm 22. I'm going to be 23 this year, this February. And I have seen people my age that, for example, let's say celebrities my age, whether it be influencers, like movie stars, actors, I already said that, artists, shit like that. Have noticed that everyone lives so much different lives my age. Because again, being a 22-year-old, you see them, let's say influencers or artists, celebrities in general. My age, yeah, you see them. Many of them were already born in that industry, so they already were born with the riches, already born with all that. Some came from nothing and got up there, got up and rose it pretty fast and whatnot. But then it's weird because I have seen people my age live a completely normal life. And what I mean by that is some of them, they work their job. They work their 9 to 5. It's not weird. What I mean, not really weird. It's just how different lives we live. Because you can see, again, for 22-year-olds, you can see people down in Texas. They purchased their new home. Let's say they've already they're engaged with a baby coming on the way. They've purchased their new home, and maybe they've already had their vehicle or purchased a new vehicle here recently. And you're like, wow, they're engaged with a child coming on the way, with a new home and a new vehicle. And on the other hand, I'll see people who, let's say, moved into a new apartment. Maybe you've already gotten a new home, but are not a new home, new vehicle, but are single, but with a new vehicle, and they move to a new apartment because they're starting fresh. They're starting new with something, with a new job, or maybe let's say current job, but a promotion, so they're able to afford a little bit more. Or you see people my age who, again, working a normal minimum wage job, but barely able to afford the rent or just the bills in general, are single and are driving an 03 Honda Civic with the heater not working and praying to God the transmission doesn't blow up, while they're sitting next to a car in traffic, a 2022 or a 23 Chevy Trailblazer or some shit like that, and it's the same person their age and with a whole different job. Isn't that kind of crazy to see that? To me, and it's not even me being judgy, it's just me being observant. Just seeing the lives of different many people my age, where I can be seeing people my age traveling a lot, going to a bunch of places, or eating a lot, eating out a lot, or hanging out with a lot of people, or they're finishing out their bachelor's degree or on pace to get their master's degree or something. And then I see other people who working a 9 to 5 minimum wage job, like a Walmart cashier or something. They live with their parents or live with a roommate or their boyfriend or girlfriend or live by themselves. Pay their bills. They go to work, pay their bills, come home. They may either grab something to eat or they eat at home. They make something at home and then just scroll through social media. They mindlessly scroll through social media or this or that. And that's it. They can barely afford to vacation at all. Or maybe they can. They just choose not to. Like, isn't that not weird? Just crazy how we all live differently. Like, some of you may be on social media heavy. Literally, your life is just scrolling through Facebook, through Instagram, through TikTok, through Twitter, on Snapchat, whatever the case may be. That's all you guys do. And on the other hand, there are people who are barely on their phones, still have a social life, but they're barely on their phones. They still go to work. They still do that, but rarely post. You rarely see them on their phones. They go out grocery shopping. You rarely see them on their phones. They're just grocery shopping. They're not scrolling through TikTok while grocery shopping. They're just shopping with some AirPods in, going on with their day. And then here you are, scrolling through TikTok while grocery shopping and budgeting on making sure what you can afford to get. And you see them and they're just piling up their car. They got a full cart of groceries and you're like, damn, I got a pack of chicken, maybe even just frozen chicken nuggets, milk, some veggies. That's it, 'cause that's all you can afford. And then you see them with milk, juice, pop, veggies, coconut water, organic coconut water, steak, chicken, pork, ground beef, cheese, everything. And you're like, wow, must be nice. But then it just, wow, I want that. Like that looks nice to be able to just shop comfortably. And then you start comparing yourself. You start looking at their lives and you're like, man, my life sucks. Their lives must be better. And in all honesty, that may be true. But you honestly don't know what they're going through. Maybe you see them again with a new home and a new vehicle, but now they have to budget more because the monthly payment of the new home, with the monthly payment of the new vehicle, with the monthly payment of insurance for both the home and the vehicle is now a lot now. To them, it's a lot more. So now you don't see them going out as much, but you saw them going out a lot. So that's what you're striving to go do. And then again, like I said, you don't see them doing that anymore, or you don't see them doing that as much anymore. Then what do? Like, what are you striving to do now? Trying to live a life that isn't yours? Because we are all guilty of it. Like, have you looked at someone, could be your age, could be younger, maybe a little bit older, on social media? Let's say they're vacationing out to Caicos Island, if that's even a real one, or Peru or Mexico or to Italy or whatever. And you're like, man, luckies. Or you see them out in Florida on a yacht, or in Cali in a yacht, or by the Carolinas on a yacht. And you're like, man, I want that. Like, that looks nice. Without realizing, I mean, they can afford that lifestyle because they have parents, they have family that can do that, and you don't. You don't have any connections. You don't have family that has a yacht and all that. So then it's like, what are you striving for? Not in life, just in general. It's, I don't know, like some people love to live comfortably like that, where they go to work, they go home, and they maybe just play video games. Maybe they just watch YouTube all day, scroll through TikTok all day, or social media all day. That's what they do. That's what they're comfortable with. They don't really want to be out being social. And but then they look at other people's lives on social media and say, I want that. And without realizing that's just the social media is only oh god, I can't speak. Only going to glamorize the positives. Because you may see this person buying a 2024 Toyota Tundra, and they're your age. You're like, what the fuck? Like they got a Toyota Tundra? Holy shit, these guys got a Toyota Tundra? God, these guys are living the dream. These guys got the money. Without realizing that, they got that, but they are working 50 to 60 hours a week, and you're only working 30 to 40 hours a week. But they're working 50 to 60, barely having a social life. But they got a new Toyota Tundra that they, for some reason, had to post on social media. So now you think their life is better. May not be. Or you think you see someone going to vacation to Cali, to Colorado, to Florida, Texas, outside of the country, and here you are glamorizing that, saying, "What the fuck? I want to go do that. That looks nice." Like, I haven't had a vacation in a long time. That looks nice. They're lucky. I want to go do that. Without realizing that's their first vacation in over 5 years, or they have been putting 60, 70 hours a week to finally afford that vacation, just to go back to, once they come back, to go back working a 50, 60, 70 hours a week again. But yet you were thinking, man, that looks better than mine, without again really realizing what they had to do to really do it. And or let's say let's say like the holidays. Let's say your parents, your family, you guys don't really celebrate Christmas or Thanksgiving or Easter or something, but you see other families doing it. You're like, man, I want to do that. Like, I want to have all those people in the home as a family. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not saying you can't do that. I mean, to each their own. You go ahead and do it. But sometimes what I hear one day, what is it? Something about like a disease or some shit like that is I think it's like the word now, or wanting it now or something, is like the most infectious disease someone can have, which is true. Because think of like what it means by that. Like, if you go to the mall and you see some nice shoes and you want it now, that now is sparking your dopamine, that you want it now, because you love that hit of dopamine, that you spend 150 when you had no need to spend 150. Or you decide, fuck it, I want to go to Chicago. Let me get a plane ticket for 4 days. Let me get this hotel for 4 days, because I see a lot of people going to that one skyscraper that tilts, that the thing tilts. I forgot what it's called, but that it tilts and whatnot. You're seeing them do that, and you're seeing them enjoying some pizza. So you say, fuck it, I want to do that now. And you go do it, without really realizing you just spent probably $1,000+ on a trip that you honestly probably don't need. And isn't it just crazy when being self-observant, not only self-observant, but just observant around you, and just kind of seeing how other people live their lives, not being judgy, just seeing them live their lives and being like, wow, we truly do all live different. That's what makes us unique, living differently. You may compare yourself to them of, well, they're doing this and that, yada yada yada. But maybe that's just how you feel comfortable. Maybe you think you need 10 family members all at the same time at a Christmas party. But honestly, you don't want that. Not that you don't want that. It's just maybe you want a couple, not all of them, just a couple that you can just enjoy yourself with, and that's it. That's all you did, and you enjoyed it. Or maybe you don't need that Chicago trip now, so you decide to wait till the summer, and you realize, I actually am glad I took it in the summer rather than in the winter, because it's nicer up here, nicer weather, clear skies, so it actually looks nicer being up there or doing those activities. And you might think, it's actually better that I went at a different time than doing it now. And same with a vehicle. Let's say you may think, like, I need a new vehicle, so maybe you do decide to work some more hours to get a new vehicle or whatever, but you may not get it now. But then here in 6 months later, the vehicle that you wanted, they slash the price by, like, let's say $6,000 because of an event they're having. Because you waited a little bit longer, you just saved $6,000 on that car, when you would have paid $6,000 more if it weren't for you waiting. Like, think about that. I don't know. It was just on my mind how it's just weird how everyone lives their lives different. To me, I mean, the life that I'm living right now may not be for everyone. Just work with what you have now and make the most out of it. Like, if you can only afford the basic necessities of bills and stuff like that, make the best out of it. Make what you can do. Just try to have fun doing. Not like, oh yeah, I gotta have fun paying my bills. But I'm talking about after. Like, you're like, fuck, I paid the bills. I only got $100 left. What can I do with it? Honestly, maybe go out for a walk. Put your phone in your pocket. Put a coat on because it's gonna be cold. Maybe listen to some music or a podcast, and just go for a walk. That walk alone can relax you. You're seeing the streets, you're seeing the homes, you're seeing the businesses, and you're like, this was actually relaxing. Like, this relaxed me a little bit. That's all you needed. It's just a little bit of relaxation. Again, the name is Marco. Thank you for tuning into my show. I'll see you guys on the next one.